Hello everybody, I am Adam Jensen, a reporter for the TV channel Technological Innovation. Today I'll talk about one of the great ideological movements and technological innovation of our century, the transhumanism. You should probably ask you, what is transhumanism? To do it simply and understandable, transhumanism is a movement, intellectual and cultural, advocating the use of science and technology to improve artificially the physical and mental skills of human beings, the human augmentation. Become more beautiful, more stronger, more smarter. This is one of the greatest dreams of humanity. Thanks to advances in our days, it's now possible to touch this reality. Many new technologies are ways to reach these results, such as nanotechnologies, genetics, robotics, and artificial intelligence. In Vienna, in Austria, we met the acquaintance of the first bionic man of Europe. Electric shock victim of a 20,000 volt, Christian had lost both arms. He participated in the project Prosthetic of Laboratories Autobug. With a chip able to perform 500 million of calculations per second, the brain of our friend Christian controls an arm artificial and intelligent. The signals formed in his brain are carried by the nerve conductor to the surface of the breast. They are captured by sensitive sensors, which converts the signal into control signals for the prosthesis. These machines are the first step to the cyborg. Over the years, we are approaching a lot of the imaginary of science fiction. Transhumanism is present in the comics, movies, series, manga, cartoons, novels, and naturally video games. Let me give you some examples. The saga of video games Metal Gear, more precisely the episode called Rising, which depicts the cyborg, the war economy, cybernetics. The game Deus Ex Human Revolution, which gives his whole scenario about the benefits and danger of transhumanism. The movie Blade Runner and iRobot are themselves adaptations of great literature classics of science fiction. The Star Wars saga, the manga Fullmetal Alchemist, and finally one that everyone knows, the superhero Iron Man. The American government invests lots of in the human augmentation. Because of the wars, many soldiers are amputees. This program gives them the opportunity to have the same life as before. But it's not the only goal. They want to create super soldiers, or maybe body part which can change as weapon. Why not? Why can't it still create improvement like in the science fiction series? But the American soldiers contain themselves with an exoskeleton named Hulk. This exoskeleton made with metal gives to the users an incredible strength. It has the possibility to carry 90 kilos without any effort. We can see that the prostheses are not still available in the therapeutical domain, also in cosmetic. Amy Mullins is one of the 50 most beautiful women in the world. And nevertheless, she has an incredible handicap. She has been amputee of 2 legs when she was only 1 year old. From some serious studies and from the point of view of this model, we will all buy some new pairs of legs more stronger than the origins. We will have some body parts on the warranty with facultative option. From a certain point of view, we have all got some prostheses. The computers, mobile phone, MP3 player, touchpads, game console, glasses, they all allow us to facilitate our life. Amy Mullins is not just a pretty woman, she's also a great athlete. And in the world of sports, the transhumanist has an incredibly important place. Some athletes want to amputate their legs to beneficiate more skills. In London, a professor of a big institute has started to transform his body. The mutation of Kevin Warwick started when he implanted a chip in his arm to control the domotic of his laboratory. He has become the first voluntary cyborg in the world. The first chip implanted is the chip with radio frequency identification. He chooses to implant it in his left arm. It allows the laboratory to identify him permanently. When he moves himself, the doors open, the lights turns on, and when he passes in front of the door, it does.
Hello, Professor Warwick.
This chip can be utilized as a passport. Rob Stance is a cyborg. He lost his eye because of an accident. Engineers installed him a video camera instead of his eye. His eye is simply replaced by a camera that he cannot see. Amelioration of the eyes are one of the biggest fantasies of scientists and supporters of science fiction. However, thanks to innovation, we have realized a pair of glasses which allow us to analyze crudely environment.
And it's curving like a little bit like this way.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
It must be a banana.
The scientists are thinking about the situation where information appears directly, called also Terminator vision.
Augmented reality is the superimposition of data onto the world that you see.
To create a mask for firemen who allow to see the level of oxygen on holographic interface. It's called the reality increase. Jason Anderson has lost his arm because of a fire. Some electronical signal goes until the nerve and gives the information. If he contracts the muscles, his arm will move. Health Calhoun meanwhile has loosened his legs, but he runs more faster than a normal person. The technologies improve at an immeasurable speed. But we don't know if we could have superpowers in the close future. But what is sure is that will be possible one day. The only question which can hold the spirits is it dangerous? Will we become some machines dependent of medical products? Will we lose our humanity? If one day such technologies are, the private societies and governments won't use it for bright projects. The machines will they rebel? Is the world ready to welcome the cyborgs? Are we playing God? Only the time can tell us. Thanks for watching. It was Adam Jensen for Technological Innovation.